Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's 8 p.m. and you're watching TV News. Today, we will talk about a subject that affects a large number of the French population, disability. Nearly 430,000 children with disabilities have joined school this year. They are following the phenomenon of inclusion. This consists of taking into account the specific needs of children with disabilities in ordinary school. But is inclusion really respected today? Let's find out right away.
This year, 12 million children are in school, and among them, 430,000 are disabled, 34% more than in 2017. It signs the law of 11 February 2005 that children with disabilities can go to school in an ordinary environment. But already we can see inequalities. Usually, students have 24 hours of classes in primary school, 26 hours in middle school, and 28 hours in high school. According to UNAPI, on a sample of 8,000 students, 28% had hours of schooling per week last year, 23% between 0 and 6 hours, 22% between 6 and 12 hours, and only 27% at least 12 hours.
But how to explain this when there are social policies to respond to it? There are many, such as education, social and health policy in favor of students, or social and family policies. All these laws consist of support, success, and inclusion of children with disabilities in school. But how?
The answer will be the lack of accompanying students with disabilities, in French AESH. Indeed, the difficulties and budgetary constraints to recruit accompanying students with disabilities will deprive children in their schooling support. In addition, many medical education institutions, IME in French, are saturated and have quite large waiting lists. Some students will be directed to devices that don't meet their abilities. Some students will find themselves, for lack of space, in localized units for school inclusion, in French ULIS, in order to benefit an education that isn't effective because the child is poorly accompanied and the school level is too high.
There are nevertheless solutions to avoid impacting the school curriculum of young people and prioritize school learning. We asked a social and family economic advisor to explain this solution and a role in the implementation of solutions. Luna, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm Luna Scott and I'm a social and family economic advisor.
So, the first solution is the auto-apprentice school. This school welcomes children with disabilities from kindergarten to high school. There are more than 300 schools in France that could be an alternative to lessons given in medical educational institutions. The school fights against school dropout and accompanies students in difficulty in a personalized way. Another solution could be partnership. Being social and family economic advisor in the Medical Educational Institute X, the idea will be to contact companies close to the institute to establish with them a partnership to allow young people to do internship or alternations. They could benefit a school curriculum but also have an eyesight into working life. This could also be a recruitment opportunity in the future for companies welcoming young people with disabilities. And the last solution will be to draw inspiration from education systems from abroad. Sweden and Finland consider it to be the two best education systems in Europe. Indeed, if the child suffers from a developmental disorder and has difficulties in a conventional school, he will be welcomed in a specialized school that will use specific pedagogies adapted to the different learning disorders. The system can support expensive and complex support equipments necessary for the schooling of the disabled child.
Our role as social and family economic advisor is to advise and guide children towards a new device that will be more adapted to them. We accompany children's parents to show them that there is another school system and that it's possible for their child to learn differently. We can contact companies to create a potential partnership with them. We can also offer association to events in materials and to take inspiration, Scandinavian devices to allow better learning and inclusion for students.
Thank you, Luna, for your intervention. But we still have a long way to go to match Italy, Europe's best country for the inclusion of children with disabilities in school. But we are on the right path, the social workers struggle for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of TV News today. Thank you for watching us. We give you an appointment tomorrow for another news topic. Good evening. God bless you.